So I have it for my YouTube channel. Okay, welcome to my sales video. Every, Monday and Wednesday, we're doing videos on sales. No, I'm sorry, Monday and Thursday. I'm doing videos on sales and how to become top producer in your area, in your real estate, and that sort of thing. And I'm kind of doing this for two purposes. One is because I think it's important that we discover what real estate sales really means. And I'm kind of expanding my own environment. And so helping you guys with these videos will help me in return. And so it's kind of like a win-win. I love win-wins. They're exciting. Okay, so today's topic is mastering the sales success mindset. That's kind of a mouthful. And if you really think about it, what does that mean? The sales success mindset. First off, nobody thinks or wants to think that they are a salesman, right? I don't work in sales, and I think that's been a big issue, especially where I work with multi-level marketing companies, and I do one as well. When you approach people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm not good at sales. And I've heard real estate agents say that exact same thing. I'm not really good at sales. I'm sorry, but you're a real estate agent, so that means you are in sales. And truth be told, everybody's in sales. We're all in sales. We're all in sales for everything we do. You know, I mean, it's how we are. It's just a different mindset. Now, for instance, I came from the nursing world, right? And in the metrics of honesty and trustworthiness, nursing is like top of the line. Nursing beats out attorneys and doctors and everything. So I went from being the most trusted person ever to the second least, because the only person that's trusted, that's not trusted or least trustworthy in the metrics is car salesman from real estate. That's pretty sad. I mean, that was a big blow to me, right? How do I push the idea that I'm a real estate agent? Yes. Am I trustworthy? Absolutely. Do I work top of ethics? Absolutely. So I come from that higher respected profession down to the lower profession, respected profession, and that's kind of where real estate has went. We've digressed into being from this professional, everybody needs a real estate agent, and it was a glamour type of career, to what am I going to do to get you into this house today? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? 3 bedroom, 2 bath, let's go. This house is perfect, even though it's really not. And I don't like that. And I don't want to be that type of salesperson. I want to be the salesperson that you can tell me your entire life story, and I will find, and I will hunt, and I will fit that puzzle together, and I will find that house that works exactly for your story. Because that's the type of salesperson I am. And that's how we want to move the real estate industry back into being professional, back into being trustworthy, back into being a position where people know that you have their best interests in mind, not your commission. That was stingy. It kind of stung, huh? Just a little. So anyway, so let's get back to mastering sales success and your mindset. So I'm going to change my mindset, right? I have to change my mindset from being that salesy person and the shark out there to what type of mindset do I want? So I have to describe or define what is mindset. And that is defined as the established set of attitudes held by someone. And if you think about mindset, they've made their mind up and it is set on a fixed state. It's a struggle. Sometimes where mindset is, I'm not good at this, or I don't know social media, and so I just won't do it. Or I'm learning this industry, but I just don't, people on the other end don't want to talk to me. And I'm telling you guys, I go through the same thing every single day. Absolutely. Absolutely. But truth be told, if I am registering on a website because I want information on a specific property or a specific place, or I maybe found a book that I want to order, and I have a question and I have to register to get that question answered, I want somebody to call me back. I like that. But me personally, I tend to not do that with my clients or with prospective clients because I get all nervous. My mindset changes, right? I consider myself that salesperson, and so that has to change, right? Our mindset has to be, we are professionals. We are real estate agents. We are professionals. We know our market. We know the industry, and we are going to service anybody who calls, or anybody who logs on, or anybody who is in our prospective client database. We're going to treat them like we are the person they need. We're the missing link. I'm changing my mindset to know that I'm that missing link. I'm that professional. I'm the one you want to call. That's a shift in my mindset. So, okay, now that's the mindset of sales. Now we got to talk about the mindset of success. Because remember, it's mastering the sales success mindset. How many of you struggle with the mindset of success? Just the other day, I made a post on my Facebook, and my friend, oh, bless his heart, he corrected me in living in prosperity, because I still struggle with that too. What is success? And who is success? And what do I want? And why do I think I deserve success? That happens all the time, you guys. We second guess ourselves all the time. All the time. Do I deserve it? Hello. I have now declared I'm changing my mindset on success. I do deserve it. Everybody deserves it. There is enough in this world to go around. We talk about living in the life of abundance. We talk about living in the life of prosperity. That's because the world, its universe, is huge. There's plenty of positive energy out there. There's plenty of abundance. There's plenty of all of that. It just starts with you. It starts with you. So in my blog, I kind of give a little bit of a story, and I'm going to hit on it a little bit. Let me tell you about where I started with the success mindset and how I've transformed, if you don't mind. So I started, my dad was educated at third grade level. He quit school in third grade so that he could work the farm. And he didn't know how to read. He was severely dyslexic, and he worked. That's what he did. He lived his planetary existence to work. And he worked 16, 17-hour days, endless, hard, back-breaking days to provide for his family. That was his mission in life, and that is who he was, and that's what he did. My mom had an 8th grade education, I believe. It was either 6th or 8th. I believe it was 8th. And she worked, and she owned her own restaurant when I was younger. So she had no clue on how to run a business, had no clue on, all these profit and losses and all the stuff that, we learn now in high school. She had no clue, none. But she ran a very profitable restaurant. I started working for her when I was 7. And the reason I worked for her was because I wanted to provide for our family as well. I felt like if I'm going to live in this house, I should earn it. And I wanted to spend time with her. That's the only way I could spend time with her, was to work with her. So that's what I did. I worked from the age of 7 to the age of 14 in our restaurant. I started as a dishwasher and then went to a hostess. I cooked when I needed to cook. I learned the ins and outs of hustle. I learned the ins and outs of grimy grease. I learned the ins and outs of communication and how one employee has great benefits and has big weaknesses, and another employee can cover those weaknesses and in it, and it balances it out, and how to schedule employees based on their strengths and weaknesses. I learned so much about business in that time. And then it all came to an end. The oil field crashed. My mom's restaurant went under. She filed bankruptcy. And there I sat at the age of 14, where my ego at 14 needed to know what success and failure really felt like. And all I knew was failure at that point, right? It's not until I'm older that I get to see the value in the lessons I learned. But when I was 14, I was devastated. Here now I was shopping at secondhand stores in my small little town, so people knew that they just donated that shirt that I just wore to school as my new clothes for the year. It was definitely definitely a struggle and definitely a challenge, right? But the thing is, as I grew older, I had to redefine my relationship with money. I had to redefine my relationship with success. And I had to redefine my mindset and get it right so that I could open the doors to abundance. And so I could open the doors to feeling worthy enough to branch out and take risks and be that, you know. And I tried really hard to raise my kids to have that mindset, but we had difficult times in our marriage and in our, not necessarily our marriage, but in our, you know, in our finances. So it was all lessons building up to now I have the mindset for success. And I'm going to define success. Define success as an outcome of an undertaking, specifically as achieving that outcome. So I think we think success is want to be a millionaire or want to drive that Maserati downtown or, you know, all those things. But the reality is, yeah, it can be money. It can be wealth. It can be things. It can be a boat. It can be all these things that we put on our vision board. It can be making a video. It can be getting out of bed and brushing my teeth. It's the little successes. It's the big successes. They're success. Today I showered. Woohoo! Hallelujah! I am successful today in that I showered. That is the mindset that I'm working toward. I'm finding the little successes that will lead to the big successes, right? That will lead to the money, that will lead to the wealth, that will lead to the clients, that sort of thing. So another way to do that is, one, I have to visualize that I am that success. Not only visualize it, but feel it in my bones, right? I have to feel it in my heart. I am that success. Yes, I have been through the trenches. Yes, I am female. Yes, I am doing this. And I have blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I can get all the negative things out there in the world to define why I'm not successful. But I'm not doing that, right? I have to visualize myself as a success. I have to live like I am a success. Now, that doesn't mean that I have to have the Maserati already, but that means that my car that I do have, I love, and I cherish, and I clean, and I appreciate. And I move up in the world with that love and appreciation. That's what that means to me. I am going to set challenging goals, and this, my friends, these videos are the biggest challenge in the entire freaking world. So these, I'm pushing my limits. You should be too. Just kidding. Okay, no, I'm not just kidding, but I didn't mean to be like so. Okay, I'm going to develop a rock solid game plan. Now, I've had to get some mentors along the way to help me in this, to develop that rock solid game plan. I have friends. I have accountability groups. I have everything in play to say, okay, this is my game plan. And I straight off, I have a fitness coach and I fitness coach. I have an accountability coach and I accountability coach. Because I think that when you are accountable to other people's success, that just kind of builds you up as well. So those are rock solid game plans. And then I have to make selling natural. Do it every day. It's like I have to breathe. Today I have to sell a house. Tomorrow I have to show a house. I have to, do a video. I have to do something in order to make it to where my sales experience is what I do all day long, every single day. It becomes natural. Almost like if I don't do it, I can't breathe. That's what it has to be. So if you're like me and you have to start with selling yourself, that's what I had to do. I had to sell myself on the idea of success. I had to sell myself on what success really meant to me. And some days it really does mean just brushing my teeth. Some days it means just opening my eyes and finding one thing about this world that I appreciate. And other days it's cashing that check, paying that bill, buying that car. It rotates. Okay, this is it. So I'm going to end with, as long as you believe you can be a top seller and start acting like you are a top seller, then the universe can't help but make you or help you become the sales success that you desire. That's a true story. I believe that the universe gives us everything that we ask for, every single thing we ask for. It may be time, and it may take time, but it is given. Okay, guys, so marketing on Wednesday, another sales meeting on Thursday, but today, you got to watch later at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I am interviewing the famous, drum roll, how do I do that? Okay, the famous Claudine Ellis. I cannot wait to actually meet her video to video because she definitely has changed my life. So if you guys want to join us, that's at 1 p.m. So out for now. See ya.